Hello everyone, this is Cybertronian Beast, and let's talk Transformers. Today we're taking a look at Fall of Cybertron, Vortex. He is the helicopter, and generally an arm. Anyway, let's get him open and take a look and see how he is. And there is Vortex. And, yeah, he's pretty bright, that's for sure. Red and purple, which is never a good combination of colors on anybody. But yeah, no, he's a good representation of the figure from the game, and he looks okay. The color applications on him aren't bad. The only complaint that I've had so far on the painting is his weapon, the swords here. They just look terrible with the yellow paint being applied to the sword. It looks just like it was just dipped in yellow paint and just, we're done. So yeah, but other than that, I like the paint apps on Vortex. He looks good. Mine, for some reason, it doesn't have its Decepticon symbol on the front. Now, I don't know if anyone else has had this problem, but when I opened up the box, I looked for it to see if it just was like a sticker that fell off, but no, it wasn't even in there as a sticker, so it either got missed or whatever. I'll see if I can pick one up from somewhere. Yeah, but no, Vortex is a cool looking figure, and let's get down to his transformation. Again, like with all the other figures for Bruticus, his weapons do combine into the other weapons to form Bruticus's main weapon. I found with Vortex, he's kind of stringy. Like the joint for his arm, I don't know whether you can see that very well there, but look at how thin that is. Like, that's really thin. So, yeah. As far as articulation goes for him, he has no toe joint. The closest thing he has is a double knee joint there. So, yeah. So, kind of a double knee on that. So he can get a full kind of kick in there. Underneath his skirt, which is weird, he has a thigh swivel, which will get the leg going all the way around. He does have a ball joint at the waist, or at the upper leg, so you can get a full range of motion on that. Let's put his skirt down again, which is just weird on a robot. For his waist, you can get a full 360. His arms has a ball joint there, so you get a full 360 there. His bicep has a swivel, so you get a full 360 on that. He has an elbow joint that will do 180. And like Swindle, who I've talked about already, he does have a painted hand, which is only half painted, if you can see it there. You got the black there, and then on top there's no black, so that's unfortunate a bit. But that's what they're doing now, I guess. They're not actually doing separate hands. Cost-cutting measures for his head. His head is just up here. You can get a tilt back. It's on a ball joint, so you can get him to swivel it all the way around. And yeah, there is I thought, I'm looking at it and I think there's something in here, but I can't get it open, so I'm just gonna see here what I can do. See if I can get this thing open here. Come on, open. I know you want to open. Oh, I see what it is. It's just the extension and transformation. It's not really anything. so we've got all the articulation down, and yeah, thing that is obvious here is he has his helicopter blades here, which do spin, and yeah, they're pretty good, I guess. Yeah, and then his back, definitely in comparison to Swindle, he has a full back, which definitely covers up a lot of the crud. So if we look here, there would be his back. But yeah, we've got a full back plate there, which is good. I like it when the figure is filled out like that. You come around and you see more figure. It's nice to have a figure that's full on all four sides. Alright, so let's get into transformation here. What we're going to do first is we're just going to flip his head back all the way here on this head plate he's got, and right into the back of the helicopter part. Slide that whole thing right up. And that's going to reveal his joiner piece for Bruticus. And that's can just stay like that. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to rotate the waist 180. Really simple. We're going to disengage the arms from the shoulders, slide them around, and we're just going to we're going to find their spots here. It's an interesting piece of transformation here because the arms just all kind of fold into each other here. See how I did that? Okay, let's do it again for you. So we bring the arm down and it comes around and up, and we fold that in, and this comes around and down on itself like that. Okay, we're going to have to fold the head, or turn the head around. Thought there was something we had to do. Okay, and we're going to do the same on the other side. It's a little bit more tricky because there is the blades on top, but it's exactly the same bit of transformation. Okay, and now we've got that all there, we're just going to peg these in together. We've got a peg there and we've got a port up here, and we're just going to snap that in there like that, and we're going to rotate these blades around. So now that it's on top of there, we're pretty much set. Just trying to make everything tight here. Okay, so now on the bottom, or on the feet rather, we're going to flip down these landing gear for the helicopter. We can join the legs together. It's easy enough. And we're just going to flip up that, peg it in, like that, and it's done. That one does not want to stay in there. There we go. Okay, so we've got a helicopter that is done. Oh, wait, we just have to spread the blades apart, just like so. And you can go around and try and tighten things up a bit. So yeah, that's the one thing I forgot to do, is bring up the gun, which is on the front. So you would basically just open that up and slide it out of there. And you join it back up, peg everything back in, and there you go. Alright, so like on Swindle, his weapons do peg in on the sides there. Just like so. And now you've got Vortex done. That's a pretty intense looking helicopter. He's okay. The rotors spin very well. I'm pleased about that. But again, the main complaint, same with Swindle, the figure is super light. He is there's very little density to him, and that's unfortunate. So to turn him into his arm, you're basically going to, I'll take the weapons off again. You're going to bring down this connector port. You're going to open up the front here. You're going to put the gun back in, and you're going to take the hand out. Alright, so some people might think, are you done now? Because you've got the connector and you've got the hand out. But if you think that's going to connect like that, and you've got a hand that's facing the complete wrong way. So yeah, no, you've got to make one more adjustment, and that's splitting him in the middle, like so, and you have to bring this whole section out like that, and rotating him basically 45 degrees so that he can now sit like that. Yeah, so he's got full range there like that. And you can peg that in there. And yeah, what you can do is you can turn these landing gears up like so, and that should assist you. Maybe? No? Not gonna. Okay. Yeah, because it's in the way of... Keep the landing gears down then. It's in the way of the blades, and the whole point, one of the weapons for Bruticus in the game is the helicopter blades, Vortex's blades. So you want to be able to get access to those, right? So basically, yeah, you're just going to want to leave him kind of dangly like that. That way you can spin him. But there he is in arm form. Now, I haven't played around with him that much to try, but I haven't really figured out his leg form. Let's see if I can do it here while we're recording. Hopefully it's not gonna be terrible. I wonder if that's it. Let's just take a quick peek here with the... it's pretty close. I wonder if that's it. That's pretty neat though. That could be a leg for sure. It's just a slight little bit shorter. Now it's a little bit taller. Yeah, that's got to be it. Yeah. Yeah, that's got to be it. That's cool. Yeah, I hadn't found that yet, so that's pretty neat. I actually prefer him as a leg than I do an arm. And you could pull the gun out again on the front. How cool is that? You got a toe with a frickin' gun on it. Talk about overkill. Alright, well, that's cool. I'm pretty pleased about finding that. Anyway, this is Cybertronian Beast, saying I'll talk to you later.